have to.
Okay. We are live now. Do the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Should I call the meeting to order and do a roll call, please?
Sure. Trustee Lopez?
Oh, here.
Trustee McMahon? Trustee Lacewell?
Here.
President Bain?
Here.
Trustee Agee?
Here.
Trustee Wolford?
Here.
Trustee Canal?
Here.
Tom Green?
Okay, everybody's here except one, so we have a quorum. Can I have a motion to approve the agenda? This is for the business meeting on...
No.
Yeah, business meeting on January 28th.
No, the agenda.
I thought we just did the agenda. No.
No.
never mind. Can I have a motion to approve the agenda?
I'll make a motion.
Can I have a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you. Now, motion to approve the minutes. This is the business meeting on January 28th.
I'll make a motion.
Second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? All right, now we'll go to the bills. We have sewer testing 146, water testing 100, MediaCom 542.87, automotive solutions, we got the bed liner and the plow equipment installed 37.89, Aquafix, this is for operating supplies 26.16. We got the motor for the salt spreader, 377.66. Strand, task order number 3 and 4, 2,000. Strand, well number 2 rehab, 253. Fox Valley's fire and safety, 345. Nicor, 5708. 219.67, 53.52. ComEd, 89.74, 717.02, 1570.73, 205.28, 923, 1926.91, and 188.20. Ace Hardware, 35.97, Hawkins for chemicals, 178.26, and USA Blue Book for operating supplies, $289.95. The total is $15,712.22, of which, if I can get this open, $52,51.96 out of the general fund and $10,460.26 out of water and sewer. Do you have any comments or questions? Can I have a motion to approve the bills?
I'll make a motion.
Can I have a second?
I'll second it.
Can I have a roll call, please?
Trustee Lopez?
Aye.
Trustee McMahon? Trustee Lacewell?
Aye.
President Bain?
Aye.
Trustee Agee?
Aye.
Trustee Wolford?
Aye.
Trustee Canal?
Okay, motion passes. Thank you. All right, next on the agenda is public comments. Do we have any public comments? Okay, next is old business. There isn't any, no new business. I want to give you guys a heads up. The committee meeting next month, we're going to have the appropriation, the amended appropriation for our budget for the current fiscal year, and want to talk about a recurring event in the village of Capron every year, similar to the sesquicentennial, but obviously not near as large as we had it. So I want to have those two things on the agenda, okay? Next is the Stumble Gaming and Golf sign. We went over this, it's up. I'm not going to ask them to take it down. This was an oversight on their part. They profusely apologized for this at the time. So what we're going to do is I would like a motion to approve this and then we will turn this over to Craig Wilcox for further disposition, and when he approves it, then it's approved and done, okay? So are there any questions?
As long as they're gonna still
Yeah.
check into
Can I have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion.
Can I have a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor? All opposed? Okay, great. Next is the food pantry traffic control. You have some samples of signs, all right? Got one here that says, please do not block driveway, which I think is the appropriate one. The last one, I don't think so, because it's got the words, do not block private driveway. It's not our private driveway, so I just don't think that's an appropriate sign to put up. And the do not block driveway sign, I just don't think it's the right configuration or size, etc. So if we could take and get a couple of these signs and just put them on the pre-existing posts for the speed limit signs or whatever that we have out there, just to remind people not to block driveways, I think that'll help.
How many do we have to order?
I would think maybe 4 or 5, I don't think we need that many. They're kind of like speed limit signs or no parking signs, they don't have to be every 10 feet.
Right,
okay?
yeah.
Just enough out there to make people aware that, you know.
And they
this is
come in
what
a
they should do.
2-pack, it says.
So if they order 3, they get 6.
Okay.
Is Worcester our street?
Worcester's the one that's your street that you live on.
I mean, do we have the authority to put signage?
I would talk to the township, but I don't think they'd have a problem with us doing it,
Okay.
okay?
It's Township Road.
Yeah, okay. But I think 4 or 5 of them, and they're like $14 a piece, so it's not a whole lot of money, and if it helps the situation, then I'm all for it.
You have a question?
How big are they gonna be? Pretty good size?
About the size of the speed limit signs,
Okay.
maybe a little
That's
bit
pretty
bigger.
good size.
Yeah, they're not that big,
It's probably about the size of a sheet of paper.
Yeah.
you know.
Or
A little bit bigger.
A little bigger.
I don't want billboards.
Yeah, I just,
Yeah, 14
hope
by
that,
10.
just want them big enough so they're seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll make sure they're big
They're
enough to see
14
it,
by
yeah,
10.
okay, yeah. I just think it'll help a little bit, so you're talking $14 a piece, you're talking $70 maybe, so.
No, it comes as a 2-pack.
Oh, it comes in
Yeah,
a
it
two?
says it's
Oh, so that's
two-pack.
2 for
So
15.
maybe like
So it's-
Rachel said
well, we'll
3
still
of
get,
them?
we'll get 6 of them, okay? So 14 times 3, it's 28, that's $52, so, I don't think we can go wrong by doing that. So can I have a, I don't know,
I'll make a motion for the
Okay.
please do not block driveway
can
sign.
I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. Next on here is the Ford Ranger. We talked about donating it to one of the high schools. Now, we got 2 letters, one from the Harlem High School, we got that one first, and then we got the one from the Belvedere High School. They're both interested in it. It took a lot longer for Belvedere to get back to us. Belvedere's in Boone County.
Yes.
I know we're in Boone County, so, I'm not gonna try to sway you guys either way, but, somebody make a motion to donate this truck to one of the high schools.
I'll donate it to the Belvedere High School. I think that's a
Okay,
good idea.
can I have a
since
second?
It's Boone County.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, so in conjunction with that, we have an ordinance to allow us to do this, and I'm gonna read it, okay? Said an ordinance of the Village of Capron, Boone County, Illinois, providing for the disposal of certain personal property. Whereas the Village of Capron has an item of personal property which is unnecessary for retention by the village, and whereas state statute requires that personal property of the village be disposed of by ordinance, and whereas pursuant to 65 ILCS 5/11-76-4, personal property may be disposed of in a manner as may be designated by the administration, and whereas the village has an item of village-owned personal property identified below, which is to donate to a municipality, special district, or not-for-profit entity, and whereas the committee of the whole has reviewed the same, now therefore be it ordained by the President and Board of Trustees of the Village of Capron, County of Boone, as follows. Section 1, the corporate authorities hereby authorize the village administration to convey the 1997 Ford Ranger Super Cab, VIN number and I'm not gonna
We
read
don't
it.
have to read it out.
4, and by terms deemed appropriate by the village administration within the parameters stated above. Section 2 of the ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage, approval, and publication in a pamphlet form as provided by law. This ordinance shall be published in pamphlet form, and that's that. So, can I have a motion to approve this ordinance?
I'll make a motion.
Can I have a second?
I'll second
Can I
it.
have a roll call, please?
Trustee Colbez?
Aye.
Trustee McMahon? Trustee Lacewell?
Aye.
President Bain?
Aye.
Trustee AG?
Aye.
Trustee Wolford?
Aye.
Trustee Pennell?
Aye.
Okay, so motion passes. So we're gonna let Belvedere know that they're gonna get it.
Okay.
A school district is a quote, special district.
Yeah, and we'll let Harlan know that they're not, okay? Anything, trustee Lopez, anything?
Nothing.
Okay, trustee McMahon's not here. I'm gonna do the financial report for her. I'm gonna go over this with you guys. Our treasurer report, we have, in our general fund, we have $1,250,066.97. MFT, we have $134,033.52, and the water fund has $650,315.48, so it's in pretty good shape. Now, the budget report. This is for the end of January, which represents the first 9 months, or 75% of the fiscal year that ends on April 30th. So, under administrative revenue, we've taken in $490,888.39, and our budget was $566,600. So this represents 87.56% of the budget. So we're actually ahead of schedule on that budget. Expenses, total expenses for administration. Well, we got total expenses for salaried, et cetera. We spent $34,441.95. Our budget was for $41,400, which represents 83.19%. That's a little over 75, but the risk management payment was one time, and the computers got an extra $6,000 on that because that's what computers do. So that number is actually less than that. Under the administrative expenses, we spent $184,972.22. The budget was for $257,400. So this represents 71.8% of our budget. So we're actually doing better than what we budgeted for in that regard. Under the streets or public works, our expenses are $114,131.69. We budgeted for $125,300, but that represents 91.09% of the budget, but we bought a truck. So that kind of put things out of whack, and what I'm gonna do with that is the ordinance that we're gonna discuss next month is going to kind of rearrange this numbers to bring this back under where it needs to be, okay? Under water and sewer revenue, we've taken in under MFT, we've taken in $49,876.03. We budgeted for $57,500, so that represents 86.65% of the budget, so we're a little ahead of the game. Under expenses, we budgeted $125, we spent $125, we're not spending any more. Under water and sewer, the revenue, we've taken in $501,687.45, we budgeted $665,500. It's right on the money. We're right at 75.95%, so we're right on where we thought we would be. Under sewer expenses, under water expenses, we spent $223,659.95, we budgeted $388,000, so we've only used 57.64%, so we're well ahead of budget on that number. And under the sewer, we spent $244,215.49, we budgeted $304,500, so we're at 80% on that, and that's a little high, but I'm gonna make some, I made some rearranging on this. The bottom line is, after 9 months, we have, on the administrative side, we're running $157,000 surplus. And on the water side, as of right now, we're running a $33,000 surplus. But, and Glenn's got the I&I report, we still are gotta pay for the well number 2 rehab. And we got an update on that, and it's gonna cost us a lot less money than what we budgeted. We originally budgeted 92, budgeted 100, we approved 92, and it's gonna come in around 67. So it's gonna be in a lot better shape than what we thought, so. And we've got 3 more months of water revenue coming, so we take in about $50,000 a month thereabouts, so I think we're gonna be doing okay. So next month, we'll start talking about the water rates, but I don't know for sure. I don't think we're gonna have to raise them any. I think we're doing okay, so just keep our fingers crossed, okay? Anybody got any questions on the financial report? Okay, can I have a motion to approve it?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, next is trustee Agee.
Trustee
I'm
Lacewell.
sorry, trustee Lacewell.
Nothing.
Nothing? Trustee Agee?
Nothing.
Trustee Wolfarth?
Nothing.
Trustee Panal?
I have the water report. The new blowers have been installed, one was taken back and will be rebuilt. The facilities weathered another round of cold weather without any major issues. And we've received an update on well number 2, still no timeline on it being up and running, but cost will be less than originally forecast.
Okay, now I'll take this over if you don't mind. This is the latest hash of the INI, the smoke test, and the manhole cover inspection. Bottom line, there's a list here of all the manholes, et cetera, that need to be repaired. There's a number and there's a map here a little bit further down with corresponding numbers that show you where each manhole that needs to be worked on is. And then the second page, it tells you that the total cost for the project will be $212,000. But these are phases, so if you look at the third page, it's gonna tell you that they've got this going for like 9 years, okay? So this gets spread out quite a bit. Based on the budget that we do for next year, if we can squeeze that up and get it over with, I'd kinda like to do that, but we'll talk about it next year. I just got a final report on this just before I came in here tonight, but it's a 40 megabyte report. It's a lot of pages, so I want to go through it before I really talk to everybody about it. But it's not going to be $212,000, I know that, because we're going to buy our own manhole covers, and that's going to save us a bit of money. So just want you all to be aware of that, okay? One more thing, and this isn't on the agenda, but I think we can do this. We got a hold of LRS for the e-waste day and the spring cleanup day. They would like to do the e-waste on April 4th, and they would like to do the spring cleanup on May 9th. So unless anybody has an objection to that, that's what we're gonna do. Okay? All right. Anybody got anything else? Can I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion.
Can I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you.